one. Welcome, hello, bienvenue. Look at that going all international.
Yeah.
Welcome once again to a Friday night fandom initiative. Ooh,
Yes.
turn the lights down low, kids.
Yeah.
Set some
Like
candles on.
like they are in your background. Yeah.
Ooh, amen, amen. You know I love me some candles, bro.
I know, brother. I know.
Turn off the light.
Got the incense burning?
A lot of not tonight, man. You know
Not
what? I'm
tonight,
running.
brother.
I'm running low, bro. I'm running
Yeah.
low.
You
I'm running
slipping.
low,
That's what it
man.
is. You slipping, brother. You slipping.
I gotta call my people over at the fragrance shop tomorrow, man. So like, hey, man, can I get the Antonio special number 7? Oh, you want? Yeah, I want that. Yeah,
Exactly.
give me the good shit.
Yeah.
There you go. I gotta practice left from right because it's all reversed with this camera. Fishtail. So, as I said, welcome to the
Oh.
Fandom Initiative. Welcome to the fandom on this Friday night, or whenever you're choosing to view or listen to this, whether it is on video or whether it is in podcast form. We are
Mhm.
thanking you. However, let's get introductions out of the way. This man across from me, I always dig your blinds, man. Like every time, I always dig those blinds back there, man.
Why, brother? Why?
Details, brother, details. It's
I
always
see.
little,
I
cool,
see.
cool blinds
I
catch my eye.
I appreciate it, brother. I
You
appreciate
know what I'm saying?
it.
This man across from me, the man, the myth, the legend. He is the cinema CEO. He is the cinema god. He is one half of the tag team champions of the world, along with Lady Mina, who also has politicking for the culture.
Mhm.
Mina and Mawa. This
Mhm.
is Michael Williams.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining us.
Check the beard. Check it. It's potent, brother. It's potent. It's potent.
Get him, get him.
Get in here. Getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Uh, I have to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen that movie. I think it's still on Netflix. I think it should
Yeah, I
be.
think so. I think so. I think I saw it the other day when I was perusing the site.
Yeah, because they had like all of them. I think all up to there's 5 of them, right? Five's
Yeah, I
last
think.
one with Jet Li. I want to say 5.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And myself, I am here. I am wearing purple.
Hmm.
Thank you to the Vault of Midnight in Detroit.
Yes.
I have to recognize that I've been wanting purple and I've been wanting more skulls and stuff like that. I really love like skull art is so beautiful to me. I just really love it. It's just awesome. I would love to have a skull tattoo, but right now, not no, not so much. Um, I am the hungriest man in the room,
Yes,
regardless
he
of the
is.
room.
Yes, he
You
is.
can take that hunger however you want it. I am the hungry bleak. I
Yes.
am the hashtag dark star, hashtag nevermore. I am
Hmm.
Antonio Pomatis, and once again, this is the Fandom Initiative.
Yes. Don't just give him one empanada. Give him the whole palette.
Notice again details, very the keen, the cunning, the you don't even know what you did, but you smiling. I love the fact that you know where that line is from and you laugh every time I say it because that line is so underrated. It really is.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I, Detail. The man didn't say plate. He didn't say like Tupperware. He said a palette, and I have extensive knowledge of pallets. I know how much pallets can hold and how big they are, and I
Yes.
dig that brother because I'm hungry. You got me thinking about Sophie's
There you go. There you go,
and them
brother.
empanadas.
Sponsorship.
Look, I'm trying to get Converse. I'm trying to get Old Navy. I'm trying to get like I'm
Oh,
trying to get this sponsorship coin. You know what
I
I'm
hear you,
saying?
brother. I see. I see.
Hashtag I will be your billboard. Come on, check it. It's like Jet Magazine up in here. Boomerang lines thrown out. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
How how has the week treated you?
It's been good for the
Good,
most part.
good, sir. Good, sir. Good, sir.
Yep.
The weather has gone from Arctic frost to maybe we're going to do spring a little bit early.
Yeah,
We
well,
we don't
it's that
know.
time of year, brother. The yin and the yang weather. That's what we're in right now.
This is the year where everybody gets sick. Why not during a pandemic?
There you
Why the
go,
hell
brother.
not?
There
Why the
you
hell
go.
not?
There you go.
Sneezing. I mean, we all saw Giuliani.
Oh Lord, please. Lord, please.
God.
Exactly.
I didn't watch it, but I saw everyone's commentary on it, which was thank you. The internet is never
With,
going to be
with,
defeated ever.
with his streaky dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Bruh, like, do these cats not pay attention before they leave?
Makeup on, please,
Do
please.
you like Pence had the fly was just chilling up on his dome piece,
Yes,
up, all up on his scalpage,
these are all the signs that you shouldn't be fucking with these people.
and the just came to my head was that
Yeah,
Malaram Sukaram Doom Malaram Sukaram. If you get that, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's cool.
just
Don't worry about it. I
yeah.
knew Mike was gonna get it.
He's gonna,
I,
next he's gonna start pulling hearts out of people. Galima.
Yo, I've seen that movie 1,000 damn times, man. I
I
love
know.
it, though, bro.
I,
Oh,
I had to throw that one out there for my brother who can't stand that
oh,
movie.
really?
He hates that one. He has
Why?
an axe to grind against that one. It's
We
a number of things. He's not a fan of
Kate Capshaw.
Kate Capshaw. He's definitely not a fan of her.
Notice how
And
I knew that one right off the bat, right?
yep,
You notice how I knew.
and he can take or leave short round. Honestly,
Yeah, that movie does seem to be out of place when you see the other movies. It is out of place in a way, but it's a sequel. They were.
but you know what puts that movie back in place for me is the last one. Crystal Skull is awful.
Oh
Crystal
my
Skull
god!
is the one
What
that
the?
feels like it's out of place to me.
It feels because it's part of continuity.
Mm-hmm.
So because it has the character. So as far as storyline, like the continuity, I give it.
Mm-hmm.
But that I was so, and you know what's sad? We watched it for free. We were torrents,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
we were watching it,
Mm.
and my at the time significant other and I we
Mm.
were watching it. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the what? I was so mad
Yeah.
because I was just sitting there like aliens. Like why would what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry. Um,
And no spoiler alert, brother. Spoiler for everybody. Keep them from watching that crap.
so that one at least is part of the long term storytelling,
Yeah.
but the aliens are like, why did you do that to us?
Yeah.
All that time we waited, and you decided to throw aliens at us.
Yeah.
You should have just stayed with
I I,
just
I love
just a trilogy.
I love to torture my brother by sending him a video clip of Capture singing "Anything Goes." I send it to him all the time.
Oh my god, yes, dude, we need to watch that
I'm like,
Netflix party.
exactly. I send it to him like, "Holla at your girl."
That mess is just so it's.
Oh my
I had
god.
forgotten about that opening scene, man. That the gem is like all over the floor. He like takes her with like this
Yep.
weird
Yep.
stabbing corkscrew like esque device.
Yep. Yep.
One more adventure, Indy. One more.
Yeah.
I go fast. I'm sitting there
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like but it seems like the most out of place storytelling wise because there's no really continuity as far as him still being like Indiana Jones and
Mm-hmm.
archaeology stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
but for some but it has something there though. I don't
Yeah. And I think
Kalima Shakti there.
exactly. And I
That might be it.
and
That
I
might
think
be it.
and I think that's why I don't have a real issue with it because I don't know that I was necessarily expecting like a direct sequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, because we didn't really know what we were getting anyway with the first one. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
that
So yeah,
was a time when you could where there was more freedom. It wasn't as where
yeah, you could
people
do
weren't
whatever
as
you wanted. Yeah, for the
yeah.
next movie. Yeah. Plus, nobody was trying to follow per se. No one was really trying to follow what Star Wars did at all, right? Like no one was
Yeah.
trying to do this direct sequel type thing and trying to go toe to toe with trying to make themselves better than that because
Yeah, because that was directly linked. Like it was like
yeah,
a
it
direct
yeah
continuation. Yeah, yeah,
yeah
that's true. That's true.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
true.
Empire Strikes Back broke the mold when that happened. It literally broke the mold for sequels.
Hmm.
It made it almost impossible to be that good for a second movie.
Yeah, that's true. And the fact that they're both Harris, you know what? We could go do a whole other show on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we will, I'm sure.
A Harrison Ford retrospective.
Yes.
He was a
Yep.
carpenter before his
Yeah.
before he shot first.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. Movie news.
Mm.
We
Mm.
talked about this a little bit last show.
Yeah.
And I kind of just made I was kind of joking, making an offhanded
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah. When we thought that there was going to be no movement on this at all, the way it wound up moving this week.
But I think this is smart marketing
Mm.
for once. I don't know who had this idea. We did. Um, where Wonder Woman 84 is going to be released on Christmas Day
Mm-hmm.
in theaters and on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where do you think more people are going to watch this on Christmas?
Well, here in the States, obviously, it's going to be HBO Max.
Right.
Although, what I think you'll see, if they're smart, I don't know how smart they are over there.
Well, they were listening to us, so
Yeah, but I think what you might wind up seeing is them eliminate that free trial. And sometime in December, because they don't
I hope
want
they don't.
people to, they're not going to do it. They're not going to allow people to sign up for free and watch that movie. It's not going to happen.
I think the smartest thing they could do is because people, oh, okay, because it's what a month free, a week. I honestly
I
can't
think it's
remember.
a week. They
It's a
were
week.
giving a week. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know sometimes like it was like a month. Like you know what? If you actually buy certain things at Best Buy,
Mm-hmm.
on your receipt it'll have like a month or 2 months even free.
Mm-hmm.
What have you? Okay. Have people, or let people sign up. What have you? Keep the membership. They're going to stay for other stuff.
Maybe.
I think a lot of people are going to stay for other stuff because when they marketed this all wrong. This, I mean, there's so much. Like I was binging Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Atonement, so I have maybe about 3, 4 more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Eastside Morales. God damn,
Yeah.
that whole Jericho thing was just so awesome.
Yeah, brother.
And I've even got a couple of people to start watching HBO Max
Mm-hmm.
because of talking about Titans
Mm-hmm.
and High School of God. Excuse me, of God of
Gods
High
of High
School.
School. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the new episode will be on tonight. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's so much great content and original content on there.
I agree.
I still have to dive into what we'll watch more of. Raised by Wolves.
Okay.
A lot of people are late to Lovecraft Country. They can stick around and watch that.
I agree.
2 Weeks to Live,
Mm.
which I've watched a couple of episodes, and it's oh my god, from Game of Thrones, Macy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Macy Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
but a comedy,
Okay.
and it's a series. The whole series is up. It's maybe about 8, 10 episodes, something like that.
And
They have
there's also that new show that I think premiered this week, didn't it? With Kaylee Cuoco as the flight attendant. I think is the name of the show.
it's either this week or next week.
Yeah, I thought I read that they put up the first episode already for free for people to watch.
Oh, is it? Oh, all right. Because I know that I
Yeah.
saw the trailer and I saw like the you know how like at the top they have the banner.
Yeah.
I know I saw that up there.
Yeah. What I've seen, the reviews have been great for that show already. So
Well, it's great that she's gonna have started like have I don't know what her deal is with HBO and
mm-hmm.
HBO Max, but it's great that it started with um Harley Quinn
Mm-hmm.
and it's going from there. This is great because I didn't watch Big Bang Theory, didn't
Mm-hmm.
care for it, still don't care for it.
Yeah.
But for this to kind of spiral into that is great. I love it, so I want to check that out. If it's on already, I'll watch it. I thought starting next week,
Yeah.
but the original content that they have, it could be so great to just keep people in there for that week, and they'll go, you know what? Let me stick around and then let's see what's going on. I don't. I know some people won't, unfortunately, but I
Yeah,
think a lot of people will because they do have a lot of great content along with everything else that you get with HBO.
yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying. That I think that's what they should do, but
Mm,
they're not going to do it because we have to deal in the reality of the world we're in right now, as far as how they've bungled marketing the streaming services from the beginning, and how they are pretty much. I mean, they're pretty much in a situation of their own making at this point, right?
yeah.
Like, um, I mean, let me start off this conversation by just talking about the fact that this movie is now going to be on streaming the same day it's out in theaters, right? And I tried to read every possible story that I could read. I also read the press release from the actual president and CEO of Warner Media about what their thinking was on doing this and how it was going to be done.
Hmm.
And I think what Mina and I were trying to figure out was this going to be a situation where they were going to offer it as a additional fee to everyone, and that was what I was trying to look for. I was trying to find some type of confirmation the day it was announced. Like, is this going to be in addition to you paying that $14.99 a month? And to my surprise, I found out that they were not going to charge people
Hmm.
extra. That this was going to be part of the service, the way it is. Okay, so I, from a business standpoint, I understand where they are. Right? They're like, whatever money we can get, because the movie's going to be released in theaters, right? So they're
Right.
almost definitely thinking to themselves, we're in a similar situation that we were with Tenet in the United
Mm,
States, right? Like, we're
right.
not going to make a ton of money in the United States. We know this already because as long as New York and LA remain closed, we can't really make that kind of money,
Hmm.
right? So their thinking is, let's just get the international bank, whatever that's going to be, right?
Hmm.
And that's better than us not getting any bank at all and getting very, knowing that we're building in getting very little bank in the United States. The reason why I think to myself that they won't allow for a free trial is because to them, they're thinking, if we can get people to spend $15, right,
Hmm.
to see Wonder Woman, because basically that's what some people will be spending it on. They'll be spending the $15 just to see Wonder Woman,
Oh
which
yeah.
basically is the price of the movie
Of
ticket they would have spent anyway.
yeah, of like one ticket.
Right? In the comfort of their own home. The difference is that they're not necessarily spending four times that for their family members. They're spending that $115, and their family members are getting to watch it basically for free. Right?
So you would think it would be like a similar thing to Mulan. Mm,
I think
yeah.
it's probably,
I mean, they're both fruit, but you figure apples and oranges.
yeah. I mean, I think
Uh,
it's. I think what it is that Mulan suffered from a whole lot of other things that were surrounding it, like controversy that is much bigger than the United States. Like, that was more
yeah,
like
there was an
international
international.
stuff
Yeah.
and things like that. And I think that if Disney had rethought it, I don't know that they would have done. I don't think they would have done the Premier Access charge as high as it was. I think they would have probably offered it lower in addition and just gave people a digital copy, as soon as they watched it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, like you said, it's kind of apples to oranges in this situation. Like, it'll be interesting to see what Disney does post this Wonder Woman thing, because I have to believe that they're also
Well, they'll have
sitting
to
in the
do.
background watching what's going to happen with this.
Yeah, I mean, similar to Warner Brothers was sitting watching what was going on with Mulan.
Exactly.
But I think Wonder Woman has a higher spotlight on it because this was going to be that summer big box office blockbuster movie. So again, they're both, fruits, but apples and oranges.
I agree.
So
I
much
agree.
more is going to be expected from Wonder Woman,
I
and people
agree.
have been waiting for it. The only way that they and people are like, oh, so this means that this is going to do Black Widow out. I don't think so. I
No,
don't think so.
I don't think
Calm
it's
down.
gonna exactly. I
Calm
don't
down.
think
Calm
it's
down.
gonna force Disney's hand to do anything with Black Widow. If anything, the Warners have made it easier on Disney in some ways
Mm,
now, because it's like Disney's kind of sitting back saying, okay, well, we maybe did the right thing by delaying it, because now it will have no real competition if we get to a point where people can go to the movies.
yeah, because
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking if there was, I mean, the only thing that they have that Warner Brothers has in the chamber really, which they recently that this week they released the trailer for,
Mm-hmm.
is the Snyder Cut.
Yeah. And it's interesting that you bring up the Snyder Cut now, because
Watchmen Light trailer.
I just saw an article that basically says the future of the DCU is back in Snyder's hands again,
Hmm.
which a few years ago we could not say at all. We
Yeah,
didn't think he was ever going to come back to this thing.
yeah. Well, with everything that happened, because of him leaving because
Yeah.
of the tragedy in his family,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then bringing Whedon on because you did get two completely different movies, so you didn't see what his true cut was. Now you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Yada 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 yada. What have you? I'm not going to say it ad nauseum. Okay.
And we keep hearing rumors about things that we thought were dead. Projects like this guy's Batman movie, Ben Affleck, might actually see the light of day now that this is going to happen.
Hmm. But this is almost like true to DC and their comics. Like in the darkest of times during a pandemic, a plague, for no less, is when we'll see heroes rise. It's just, it's very, it's,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing Wonder Woman. I
Ditto,
definitely
ditto,
am. I think
ditto.
though there is a part of me though that, knowing it will be on HBO Max,
Hmm.
I think Mina and I's plans are maybe to see it on a big screen if we can.
Hmm.
Just because, again, there's nothing that can replace seeing a film like that in that kind of venue. Like, and listen, I'm a proponent for 4K
Mm.
and streaming and all of that, which I'll come back to, me just saying something about 4K.
Hmm.
I'm a proponent for all those things, and I think that that is slowly where our viewing habits and the medium itself is kind of going towards. But I don't know if I'm ready to just kind of pull all of my money out of the theatrical experience yet. I just don't think that I am. And I think the more people that we can get, even if it's not going to be theaters packed to the rafters, if we just get people to go, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be full to 30% capacity. Just get some people to go and see it in a theater. I think the theater experience will still be relevant, although not wholly relevant like it should be,
Hmm.
until it dies. You know what I mean?
I mean, it'll still be around because people still want to. But
Yeah.
look, I love going to the movies. It's
Yeah.
one of those guilty pleasures that I shouldn't even say guilty pleasure, but it's one of those like those treats that you give yourself.
Yeah.
I love going to a matinee, by myself watching a big movie so I can take it all in.
Right.
Then at a later date, maybe going with someone else. Um, but I'm also not going to advocate people to go into a theater if they are uncomfortable, if they're not feeling good, if they
Uh,
whatever that thing is. I
yeah,
think the theater
absolutely.
experience will survive somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how because it's like getting rid of sports. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's one of those staples
Mm-hmm.
that's there.
Yeah, and I think, I think what you will see, unfortunately, is you'll see the industry default back to a very archaic way of doing things, which was the whole studio system thing, where they own theaters,
hmm
production companies, and everything, and then they would just put their movies out in theaters. I think they're going to have to do that because unless the Motion Picture Academy is all ready to go and recognize streaming as the future,
hmm
they're gonna have to put movies out in theaters for to get around and get into that qualification for award season. They're just gonna have to. Like Netflix does it all the time. They will put something out on streaming and it'll be out in theaters at the same time. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
they have to in order to get some type of recognition. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, that just shows that the system has to change. It has
Yeah,
to
the system has
evolve.
to embrace the technology, and they're not ready to do that yet.
It's
They're
to
terrified it's gonna change their entire business, but
it
I feel
will.
like
That's
the business needs to change at this point.
everything has to evolve. If you don't evolve, you stay
Yeah,
and you die.
yeah.
That's it.
So let me come back really quickly to the 4K thing that I was talking about before.
Cheer, 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 cheer.
This is going to be really interesting with Wonder Woman
hmm
because HBO Max doesn't offer anything in 4K right now.
No, they don't.
Anything.
No.
And if you want to hear something that's even more bizarre than that, all that stuff that DC Universe used to have, like Titans
hmm
and all these other things, were in 4K. So
hmm
I don't understand how they just have 4K things that are sitting around and haven't been launched on the shiny new app that they have, unless that is their plan, is to finally offer a movie like Wonder Woman 1984 in 4K, and that starts the deluge of 4K content on that platform.
That's a possibility because even that, I think, might have to be like if you do the 4K, I think that might be your more premium, possibly.
Right. So the question is if
But
you're
also,
gonna,
how many people have 4K TVs and such?
right, but I kid
I
you
mean, for
not,
Christmas, I guess, and Black Friday and stuff like that, there are going to be
yeah,
sales.
but I kid you not, brother. The 4K revolution has been accelerated by this pandemic. Like
Mm.
I can go into Best Buy on a non holiday weekend, and people are in there not only looking at sets, they're buying sets because
Yeah.
4K sets are extremely cheap. You do not need to spend. You don't need to spend $1,000. You don't even need to spend $500
Yeah,
to get a decent 4K set.
and that's like you were saying, regular, not even like it might be like a regular sale
Yeah.
going on for it. Excuse me, and depending on the brand that you get, but because I've been looking at a new TV,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, and I mean Best Buy is my gig. I mean Best Buy is like less than like 3 miles from me,
Yeah.
and they've got TVs out the wazoo. And when I was in there this week to pick up my new tablet,
Mm-hmm.
saw them stacking them up. They got TVs all over. They got the regular and they got the 4K. And I mean, they're honestly doing the business.
Yeah. Let me know, brother, if you're interested in
You
a
know,
4K set. I can make some recommendations for you where you won't break the bank. that are worth your time. Yeah. But I think you know where I'm going with this. It's like
yeah,
uh these guys over at HBO Max need to make up their minds what they want to do, because at this point I feel like if you're not putting something on your service in 4K, and again, this is where Disney Plus has really put some pressure on some people because they're only charging $7 a month, and most of their stuff Their high priority stuff is in 4K. Like,
I mean,
Mandalorian is 4K. Star Wars is 4K. Marvel is 4K. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
And I
we'll see
honestly
what
think,
happens with it.
yeah, and I honestly think that what HBO Max is going to try and do is they're going to try and say, they're going to try and tear off everything, which is going to be a mistake because that's going to turn people off, as per usual. They're going to try and offer something in 4K as a tier that may be higher than that $15 a month, and they're
Yeah,
going to turn
15.
people off. They're going to turn everyone off with that. You just can't do it. Like, you have to eat the cost of encoding everything in 4K and just offer it to people. You know?
Well, we'll see what they do because it's been a rocky start. I mean, it's a good service. It's a good streaming service. They've got some really great stuff going on. Like once
Yeah.
they actually get the ball rolling, it took a bit of time to get here.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that happens with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, what have you? Like I said, I'm enjoying whatever's going on it because I've been watching what I've been wanting to watch. I've finally been able to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, it's still not available on all platforms. Again, this is the problem
Yeah.
that they have with. I think it's not available on Roku.
Roku's the last holdout, and
Yeah,
people are
and
saying they need to
that's
get that deal done
yeah
quickly.
that should have been again. It's
Yeah.
what have you. Like, and again, we're not beating up on Warner Bros. We're not beating up on the DC. It's just we want them to succeed. It's just their
Mm-hmm.
stumbling and bumbling is just
Mm-hmm.
very frustrating and infuriating, especially when you want to watch, you
Yeah.
want to be a part of what content they have going on. You really do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
really glad we didn't try to be a part of that DC universe talk that I had going on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jesus Christ, that
Exactly.
although we probably would have been way better on it and had wow. Um, next up, Coming to America, the sequel to Coming to America.
Yeah.
They could have did that a little bit better, maybe.
Probably.
Anyway, is going to be debuting on Amazon Prime March 5th.
Yes.
I found this out when because I'm a huge fan of Leslie Jones
Mm-hmm.
and huge fan of her Instagram, hilarious. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't realize she was even in the movie. So seeing the depth of people
Mm-hmm.
that are in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be happy to see it. It'll be something that I honestly wish that they were doing this sooner. But again, I
Yeah.
don't know what is going on as far as production and stuff. I honestly don't know. But I
Yeah.
wish that this was like a Christmas thing, truthfully,
Yeah.
because I would
Yeah.
love watching this,
Yeah.
watching the
Absolutely.
first one, then going right into the second one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Um, Netflix, I forgot. Netflix did say, or somebody was saying something about what was going to be the Netflix Christmas special this week. Like, on this week, this year, excuse me. Like
Mm-hmm.
how every year they have something special.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody mentioned something. I damn totally forgot. I think it was on Facebook, was
Mm-hmm.
on IG, and somebody mentioned something. I was like, damn, that would be a really good thing on Christmas. Totally
Was it
forgot what
like
it was though.
animation or a movie
Can't.
or?
It was a movie. It was. I want to say it was like a live action movie, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I'll be honest with you.
Mm,
For
mm,
my soul, I can't remember.
yeah. They
But
have a ton of things dropping in December though.
yeah,
There's also that there's also I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it. There's also a Selena series that they're doing.
yes, yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's coming out in December too. That actually looks good too. Like,
Hmm. So that'll be something fun to see because I mean they have a lot of again. I think the last one they had was like a Celia Cruz,
mm-hmm,
where if you know, you know, Celia
mm-hmm,
Cruz is
mm-hmm.
just that was like Queen,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
Telemundo. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That was like Queen. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to shout out to Brooklyn and my childhood at Abuelitas
Yeah.
on the weekend. Sabido
Exactly.
Gigante. That's it, baby.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it, baby. All right, now going on to TV and streaming news.
Yep.
Disney Plus, we got actually another episode of Mandalorian, episode 4. I'm all caught up now.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was
What?
there were more episodes that were out. I didn't realize it was only 3 when I
Yeah.
watched them last week and then 4
Yeah.
this week. I didn't know.
What do you think, brother? What do you think?
Um, Outstanding.
Yeah.
Just really to be able to. This is Star Wars. I don't care about the movies
Yeah.
couldn't give a damn about the movies. I'll be honest with you. If somebody asked
So,
me, "Hey, do you like Star Wars?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I love the Mandalorian. Yeah, I absolutely love it."
so let me ask you this, brother. As someone
Okay.
who now is caught up
Yes.
to the Mandalorian,
Yes.
and I'm asking you this because I read something that was very interesting this week, and I kind of agree with it.
Hmm.
Do you feel like they are setting something up to be much bigger than the Mandalorian? Do you think that
As far as a movie or another
I
series,
think other series, but also maybe we could be talking about, and I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about trilogies or franchises down the road, but some type of
mm,
bigger movie or movie that is kind of involved down the road.
I mean, that's always a possibility because the Star Wars universe is so huge,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, everything could lead into something. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, honestly, that's the beauty of the series,
Mm-hmm.
is that you can either drop little nods, which they do wonderfully,
Mm-hmm.
in the characters that they use, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
from the larger movies or whether it's from the Clone Wars, the animated series, what have you. They do it in
Mm-hmm.
a phenomenal way. That's the beauty of the series. But you can also have something that's just its own entity, like The Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
where again it pulls little bits of lore from everything, but still it's just this um,
Self-contained
yeah, this
situation.
self-contained situation. I think that you can go either way. I feel like I feel like they're not going towards a movie, but just expanding their comfort zone with the series and making it larger because this season feels larger,
Yeah, absolutely it does.
which is not a bad thing. I don't want it to be too big where it takes away from the core of the series because we're getting and again, I'm not the biggest Star Wars um uh, um fan or dweller, not that I don't like the series, just because I just as I got older I steered away from it.
Okay.
Just was and it wasn't me saying, oh, this is for kids. That's not what I meant.
No, no,
It's
not
just
at all.
something that I just steered away from.
Yeah.
But I love the Mandalorian. I love the little nods, and I love when I go back and I go, I bet that was an important character in something else. And if I go and look, I find out that it was a character from the animated series, which I didn't watch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Such like that. So I love those little things. I do think that they're coming up with something big for the series. I don't want them to go movie. I don't. I'm enjoying. You couldn't get this amount of development, this amount of depth of characters. Ex- Wonderful. And I saw the what you were talking about in that first episode,
Yes.
that spoilerish thing, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I said, you know what, fuck Mike. You know what, just, you know, hi
But
kids. Um,
I had to do the same thing with my brother Andre because
but it was so good.
Andre did not want to watch any of the episodes until all of them were up, and I told him, I
Oh,
said
really?
no. I was like, no. I'm like, if you don't want to watch any of the other ones until they're up, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you need to watch
But
that
yeah,
first one.
but that first one pulls you into more.
Exactly.
But but even that first episode is perfect because at the end,
Mm-hmm.
again, you could launch that into something else. You could launch that into a bigger part of it. But and it
Absolutely.
connects to everything else. That's the beauty of Star Wars. You can have something be self-contained, you can have it be explorative, you can have it be a
Okay.
link, you can have it be transitional. You can do whatever you want. That's and it's weird to have something that's so perfectly designed.
Okay. So I'll play devil's advocate with you on that, on your
Hmm.
self-contained idea.
Hmm.
I know you don't want it to go movie, but what if their grand plan is not to do a movie that will be released in theaters, but make an original movie for D plus
Mm.
that would be that bigger thing?
If they do that, honestly, then they really are playing into that, as I've described it, that 80s feel with this series. Because sometimes how you would have a series and then you would have like that Saturday night movie on NBC or ABC that tied into the
Mm-hmm.
series. And then maybe later on down when they went to replay or reshow it, they would divide it up into two episodes.
Mm-hmm.
If they did that, that would be again a wonderful. That's again, it's such a genius.
because
the thing, because you could do all that.
I kind of feel like that would be something that they would do that would make them so. I mean, look, they have more than enough Star Wars lore and everything to
Hmm.
do
Whatever.
theatrical movies still if they want to.
Hmm.
But if you can do something like that in a streaming world where you have people paying this nominal fee for it, right?
Hmm.
And you have a show that introduces all of this canon, and then you kind of decide, let me make something. Let's present something that is technically bigger than the show as far as when we talk about production budget, about doing something that's a continuous 2 hour sitting type thing, but is can be grounded in the show itself if you wanted to break it up into episodes, like you said,
Hmm.
and it'd be kind of like still an original movie that's on D plus. That would be huge. It would be huge because no one else, other than maybe if you want to make the argument that HBO Max is doing that with the Snyder Cut, they'd be the only two
Yeah,
really
yeah.
trying to do it that way.
If they do it, I think it's okay, great. But I think that's
Yeah.
also the beauty of the Mandalorian as well, is because they're not overdoing it. You don't get too much. You
Okay, I
get that,
agree.
and
I
that's the
agree.
thing too. Always leave someone wanting more.
Yeah, yeah,
Never overdo it where it's like, because
yeah.
then if you go into the movie realm again, as great as it can be, this last episode was directed by Carl Weathers.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, Creed is out here directing. All right,
Yeah.
cool. I see
And
you.
actually, that's been the beauty of the Mandalorian. Like,
Everybody's getting a chance
yeah, like
in a way. Like
the third
it's,
episode, the third episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, and
but that's not her first episode. I was
it's
about
not
to say
her
that's not
first
her.
episode. It's
But
not
this
her
is what
first one.
her third, maybe
Yeah, I think so.
third. I want to
Yeah.
say because she did. I think she did like in like the middle of the first season. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Like they've
know,
opened this up to different viewpoints throughout the series, and I think that that's one of the more brilliant things about the Mandalorian is that you have these people who easily could direct feature films with
mm,
no problem, that are probably fans of Star Wars, that have always wanted to get their names involved in this thing and are
mm-hmm.
willing to do it on a streaming service like this. Like it's insane.
Because let's be honest, if this was one of the movies, we would not have gotten the directors that we've gotten. We would not have gotten the people involved. You wouldn't have seen Bill Burr up there. You would not have
Yeah,
seen Timothy Oliphant. I'm a huge fan of this cat, Justified. I love that series. The series I've
yeah,
actually been rewatching it because it's also, and I've seen
yeah.
the series like 3 times because I've watched
And,
each episode 3 times.
Timothy Oliphant
I don't
fits
get that.
so well in that episode. Like
Dude is like
it's almost like Justified in a post-apocalyptic world.
anytime you need something that's about a like that lean
Yeah,
gunslinger,
yeah, yeah,
and he has that way of speaking it, and
yeah.
that's like when he like, and there were memes all over the place, like
Mm-hmm.
somebody was like, so we need to get someone for this role of this, gunslinger, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
they have like the Simpsons shot of Ralph Wiggum, like when he's jumping through the window head
Mm-hmm.
first.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
have him. They're like casting workers. We
Yeah,
need somebody like, and they have him like Timothy Oliphant. He's just
yeah,
jumping through,
yeah.
and I didn't recognize him at first.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like he was doing a parody of himself though too, because it was like even the
Yeah,
way he was walking, it was very pigeon toed.
yeah,
It was like more than Spike Lee pigeon
yeah,
toed.
yeah, yeah.
And
He,
but again, we wouldn't have seen Katie Sokoloff or Sakoff. Excuse me, I don't
Katie
know why I keep
Sackhoff.
saying
Yeah, yeah,
Sakoff.
yeah,
Honestly, a great Sasha Banks, huge
yeah,
wrestling fan,
yeah. It
and
was just brilliant casting, like brilliant casting.
awesome, awesome. And
Yeah.
and the people that they're bringing in, I'm fans of already, and I've
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see them. You get more attention from me with those people than
Mm-hmm.
you would have gotten with, say, if they had brought in like Ewan McGregor to be a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
I I would have been like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
care less. So, I mean, what they're doing with these 4 episodes, what they've done has they're staying to the core. They're keeping it true. They're giving you a little bit more, which is
Mm-hmm.
great.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they could do though is maybe pull back a little bit of the baby stuff. I think they're giving a little too much of it,
Okay.
which I understand because out of nowhere, popular character,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But I think they gave a little too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The most recent episode 4, where the baby is like in the little corridor and try. I don't have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, there's a part where it's funny,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little too much. Just pull it, dial it back, maybe
Dial it
about
back a little.
maybe 5 minutes,
Okay.
like per episode, like cut like 5 minutes
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of it. But some stuff has been funny as hell
Yeah.
with that to be able to convey comedy
Yeah.
as well as drama
Mm-hmm.
and fear and toddler angst
Yes.
through a puppet
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't speak, only
Mm-hmm.
makes noises,
Mm-hmm.
and is only able to emote. Which, can you even say emote when it's in not a sentient being?
Yeah. Exactly.
With
Exactly.
the ears, with the eyes, and with the
Mm-hmm.
interaction with Mando.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's really great. That shows expertise. That shows great writing. That shows great directing. That
Yes.
shows a great puppeteer as well.
Yeah.
Great puppeteer.
Absolutely.
Great puppeteer.
Absolutely.
But also chemistry.
Yeah.
Can I even say that?
Yeah. You
Between a
can.
puppet
Sure. You can.
and an actor to have
You can.
chemistry like that?
You can. It's magic.
That's
It's
great.
magic, brother. And this is why I am completely on board if he wants it, and I understand if he doesn't want it because there's a lot that goes with it. But if if this guy wants to be the head of Lucasfilm, I'm completely on board.
I'll be honest with you. They could burn everything down as long as they keep the Mandalorian. I'm fine. I don't. I'm being so honest because
If
it's
John
been that good.
Favreau wants that job, I am completely for him having that job. The only problem that I think I don't see him doing it is because the first time something goes wrong, everyone's going to be all over him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's the problem.
that's
Like,
yeah.
do you want to deal with that headache?
That's
You
the
know what I
downside
mean?
to it. Where with Mando, like, what has been the thing that people were mad about with Mando? They were mad that Baby Yoda was eating the eggs. I don't
Yeah,
care. I
I,
don't.
I
It's
was
a
just rolled my
toddler.
eyes to that. You know why I rolled
It's a
my eyes to that? I'm like,
toddler.
but everybody was okay when it was inferred that Anakin basically killed every kid that was a Jedi in Revenge of the Sith.
Well, because fuck them kids.
You know what I mean?
But the only problem I did have, unfortunately, because of recent comments and such that were made, this is just something totally what have you, is Carano, who I was a fan of. Her fighting
Yeah,
career and
yeah. I haven't
some of the stuff.
even I mean, I've heard what's been going on with that, but I haven't really paid that much attention to it because,
Yeah, it's just annoying. It's what have you.
yeah,
Let's what have you.
yeah,
All right. Also from Disney Plus, Marvel 616. The whole season is up. I want to say too.
it is.
I watched the first episode.
You watched the first
I was
episode.
episode.
What'd you think, brother? What'd you think?
I'd never really delved into Japanese Spider-Man. Like
I didn't even know about
I knew about Japanese Spider-Man
it.
and I know about Mexican Spider-Man.
Okay.
But seeing the backstory and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing it, it honestly reminded me of, and I love those documentaries where you get behind the scenes of like the Japanese movies, like back in the '60s and '70s,
Mm-hmm.
such like that,
Mm-hmm.
such like that. Thought it was really informative, great, and a totally different take, a totally different to the left kind of vibe of it, and I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that was actually really important is I was looking down like the list to see
Mm-hmm.
what each, and I saw the one about cosplayers,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that they used for the thumbnail for the episode a black woman. It was
Mm-hmm.
a very popular cosplayer. I'm trying to remember her name. Pantera. I'm gonna actually look it up on IG now. Um, the fact they used her as a thumbnail, as I want to say she was Shuri,
Mm-hmm.
or another Black Panther character, but she was
Mm-hmm.
in that. I thought that was great. That shows something awesome because you could have gotten any number of other cosplayers, big name cosplayers, to have uh, showcased that way, but to show a black woman um, as the thumbnail, to be like that's your first sight into
Yeah.
that cosplay
Yeah.
world. Her name is Pantarona Cosplay on IG. She's actually the one who recently. Let me make sure this is the same person. I believe it is. She's actually the same person who did also the PS. No. This isn't the same person. I'm sorry. It's not the same person. I'm trying to remember who this cosplayer is because I follow her also because it's just so interesting. Um, no, that was another cosplayer who is also awesome as well. She did the
Mm-hmm.
recent cosplay of a PS5,
Okay.
which was awesome. Um, but that just is a whole thing, and I thought there was only one episode up. I didn't know the whole season was up.
Yeah, the whole season is up, and this was
But
actually a
it's
show.
good.
Yeah, this was actually a show that I'd been excited about since I had seen an early panel of it at San Diego Comic Con at home.
Hmm.
It, I think what I like about it is yes, it gives the backstory, but it's also directed and conceived. Each episode is directed and conceived by people who you don't necessarily know. You know, are fans one of comics, but also kind of want to tell stories in this medium. Like
Hmm.
one of the episodes is the guy who he's in the episode, but he also directed it. And he also, from the clips that I saw at Comic Con at home, he used to work at Marvel at one time. He wrote one of the books. He's a comedic actor. On um he's on that show Black Monday on Showtime. I can't think
Ah,
of what
yes.
his name is.
Paul Shear.
Paul Scheer, yes.
Yes.
And I had no idea. I had no idea he'd written it at one time for Marvel at all.
Yeah, you'll find there's a huge connection between like comic book geekdom such like that
Mm-hmm.
and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
There's this huge link between the two.
Yeah.
And I mean they've had I mean what's his name? Brian Posner.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say who was a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And he's written for he wrote for Deadpool for a couple of years, I want to say.
Okay.
And he was a comedian. He was what was the name of that special? The Comedians of Comedy,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like Zach Galifianakis. Um, I believe it was him also. He's a big, tall dude. But you've seen him in stuff all the time. He looks like I hate to say it like this, Shrek, but with a beard. Big,
Mm-hmm.
tall dude. He has like this kind of nasally voice.
Mm-hmm.
But him, yeah, but there is a huge. I want to say if you look through like credits and such like that, if you like one day you had nothing to do and you just decided to go through credits of Marvel
Mm-hmm.
comics, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. You have to have that timing. You have to have that kind of comedic flavor to write, so especially for
Mm-hmm.
somebody like Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, which is cool. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I thought it was interesting in that first episode of 616 where basically Japanese Spider-Man in some ways is the birth of Transformers.
when I saw that vehicle, I was like,
I was like, what?
is, is that
Yeah.
is that Gogo Voltron? Like, what the? I was like,
Basically.
how does that even blend? But it was very interesting. The whole
Yeah.
um like even when they were talking about like how he said he's the emissary of hell,
Yep, yep, yep.
I was like, I don't think that's no, we don't, no, that's not Parker. We don't.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
not Miles. No.
Exactly.
But I was like, I want to see this iteration of Spider-Man like in a Marvel comic, like this dark
Mm-hmm.
Dennison of,
Mm-hmm.
and when they
Mm-hmm.
show like having the more adult themes, like even them
Mm-hmm.
dating or the father dying. It's very interesting, man. It was like,
Yeah,
and
really interesting. Yeah, yeah.
and they give him like permission to just ad lib that scene where
Mm-hmm.
the character's father dies. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I know it's like decades ago, but still spoiler alert.
Right.
Um, that's just very interesting to me to see that, and even though it said that we wanted him to move differently and
Mm-hmm.
move it, I was like, that's
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
again, just interesting. Just yeah.
Yeah,
The whole vibe was cool.
you guys should definitely check out Marvel 616. I mean, I've only seen one episode. Antonio's only seen the first episode so far, but I like shows like this where they talk about how we get to certain places with these characters
Hmm.
and the things that you don't necessarily know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly wanted to go and watch the cosplay one first, just because
Mm,
I recognized that and I thought that would be cool. And seeing different like just ideas, and especially again because on the thumbnail they show a black woman, so
mm-hmm.
that's your face of cosplay right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Yeah.
So I will be checking that out, and I think each episode is like an hour, maybe
Yeah. About
like
an
50
hour.
minutes or so, like that. So it's
Yeah.
not too bad. And there's 8, 10 episodes.
Uh, eight, I think. Yeah, eight.
Eight about, yeah, because I
Pretty
know
sure
when I
it's eight.
went down the list, it wasn't. I think the incredible John Jennings is in one episode for like
Mm-hmm.
maybe a few seconds, but
Mm-hmm.
you'll see people that you'll recognize and go, oh, I didn't know. Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is always cool to me.
Yeah.
Um, so let's go over to Hulu for a minute or so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Hulu, Woke, which I started watching today actually.
How is
I
that?
just have it's really good. It's based on Keith Knight.
Mm-hmm.
His this is basically a story. It's a black like artist
Mm-hmm.
who is accosted by the police. He's beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he doesn't even know about. He has his headphones on. He's like handing out flyers. Cops just shake him down, what have you. He ends up getting saved by his white friend. Mind you, this is a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
He's saved by his white friend who is from Workaholics. I don't remember the character, the actor's name. But he's the one with all the hair,
Okay.
like the real long hair. Him,
Yeah.
who is also one of his roommates. He has two roommates, and at first he's one of the artists who's like, I don't want to be controversial. I just want to do my work. I don't want to be a black artist. I just want to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then he becomes woke,
Okay.
where his art begins to talk to him, and he has that, as Paul Mooney would call it, he had that N-word wake up call.
Okay.
And it goes from there. Each episode is about a half an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
It stars, oh my God, I want to say my man's name is Lamore Morris,
Yeah, Lamar Morris. Yeah.
who is
Who some of
from,
you may know from New Girl.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
He's also from my two favorite
Mm-hmm.
GIFs, or GIFs. I can't forget how the guy first looked. It's either
Jeff's either or,
is it
brother.
GIFs?
Yeah.
Um, well, the actual like guy said how to pronounce it, and I was like,
Mm,
oh, okay, cool.
mm,
Yeah, and it was just he does such a great
yeah.
job of playing Keith Knight. I'm up to episode I think 4, maybe.
Mm,
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying seeing how he now traverses the world of race being woke and having that N-word wake up call,
mm-hmm.
um, and how he deals with the white people and how he has like a meltdown almost on
Mm-hmm.
stage, like his art starts talking to him,
Yeah.
and it's actually really good, man. I'm a fan of Lamorne, so that's why I was like, yeah,
Yeah, he's a good
I
he's a good
want it.
actor. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's always so funny, and he just has this delivery
Yeah. Yeah.
of like, I mean, I try to be like somewhat emote with my face, certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but the way he does it, his eyes, the eyebrows is awesome, and he has this really dry way of saying things.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I personally like him,
How
because
many episodes is it?
I want to say it's about maybe 10 or so, like
10?
that, which is the magic number, I
Yeah, it's
think,
good. 10. Yeah.
at 10. But it's been renewed for a second season, which is awesome. I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that because it's a very interesting thing. Also, from Saturday Night Live. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember her name. I want to say she was the first. No, 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 no. God, I'm trying to remember her name. Yeah, she was awesome. She was like the first black female cast member in years, since
Mm-hmm.
maybe no, 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 no. Oh my God, I have to look up her name now. I honestly do.
Mm-hmm.
But she plays like a sneakerhead character who is a writer for this kind of like uh indie kind of news publication,
Mm-hmm.
who is like who wants to get a story with him because his work is supposed to be controversial. But he's like, oh no, I don't. I'm not trying to be controversial. We're trying to make art. I'm not a
Right.
black artist. I'm just an artist.
Right.
Good show though. The way it talks about race and such like that is interesting. So please go check it out.
Good.
Woke.
Nice.
We also got
Animaniacs.
yeah, anime. Oh my god, this dude. This
I haven't gotten a
show.
chance to check it out yet.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I remember the original
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when it was like them up in it was Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, and they were living up in the Warner Brothers
Mm-hmm.
water tower.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it, but people who have watched it, who I trust their opinion, have
Mm-hmm.
said it's like it picks off right from it's like it never left television.
Okay.
Just as smart, just as funny, just as satirical,
Mm-hmm.
just as adult too, with the
Mm-hmm.
comedy as well as being able to hit kids. But let's be honest, those cartoons like Animaniacs, Freakazoid,
Mm-hmm.
Pinky and the Brain,
Mm-hmm.
and Tiny Toons, they were more for teens to adults.
Yeah.
Let's be real on that.
Yeah, it's true.
But that was the beauty of them, though, too, because
Mm-hmm.
I think Freakazoid for a while was on Friday nights on CW or WB.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one it was for a while.
Michigan J Bullfrog.
Nah. I
Mm-hmm.
still, I still remember when Dave Chappelle made fun of him and said, "We've got fried chicken."
Now you brought up CW real quick.
Mm,
Let's just talk about that real quick.
mm,
You saw this show got canceled right after season 4.
yeah,
My quick
but getting
brainstorm on
yeah,
that is that it's not really the CW that's canceling these shows. It's Warner Brothers that's canceling these shows because they want it for their shiny streaming service.
I wish they would just kill off the like the Arrowverse. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just
I
don't.
think that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to slowly do that and then take all those properties and develop them the way they want to do it.
I think Black Lightning is the most um DC Universe esque show
Mm-hmm.
that they had because from the jump it was getting nitty gritty down and dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
all you know
Yeah.
this glitz and glamour such like that, but
Yeah.
still dealing with metahumans and their powers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I but Painkiller is getting
Which I don't
a
understand.
spinoff. I
Which I don't understand that at all. I don't. I
Some people
don't.
like his character and everything. I and I think it's because I'm so removed from CW. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so separated from it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it just dying off for a while. I'm fine with it.
I would make a bet, brother, that when does the Flash start again? Starts up in
Uh,
January.
sure.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say this time. Not even. I'm gonna say a year from January.
mm-hmm.
We're gonna be talking about the Flash being canceled. I guarantee it.
I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, I could. I'm so when it first started, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
um, Arrow, this is so great. It's all and everything just and now, but then they started just drowning everything out. 20 something episodes. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? I don't
Yeah.
need and just boring. And for the longest time, Oliver wouldn't move his arms when he'd walk, and he was just dead. He didn't use his arms unless he was doing those salmon lifts or whatever the hell they're
Mm-hmm.
called. Or
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You had opportunities to do some really great and creative stuff too. Not that they didn't. They did do like the crossovers
Mm-hmm.
are great. They are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Elseworlds and then doing like a whole like Nazi or whatever. Great thing. Supergirl was was one of their best and underrated
Yeah,
shows because that show got real deal also.
extremely underrated. That show's been extremely underrated for years. Like that show has probably been one of, besides Black Lightning, has been
Have
one of the most political shows that
yeah,
they have in their arsenal.
they've been the most no pun intended.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
well done, brother. Well done.
yeah. Well done, brother.
Uh, but
Yeah,
it's just I just didn't yeah, I'm fine with them just dying by the wayside. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't.
yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
I think it's time. I think you and I have had this discussion that it's time.
Yeah,
It's
it's beyond time.
time.
It's beyond time.
It's time for the Arrowverse to kind of go into that good night. I mean, it had a great
Mm.
run. There aren't very many networks that can say they spun off an entire universe of shows from one show
Yeah, and to have it still keep going, that universe
and
still
had a
keep going.
good following. Like, I
Yeah,
could think a lot of networks would have canceled a lot of those shows way years ago.
yeah, because some of them I think it lasted too long though too.
Yeah, I
It's some of
agree.
the
I agree.
arrow should have been gone before. I'll be honest with you. I didn't need the flash forwards.
Yeah,
I just didn't
yeah.
care.
I agree.
At a certain point, I wish he had just stayed on the island.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just didn't care, man.
Exactly.
But Supergirl and Black Lightning, if they want to take that over,
Mm-hmm.
since everything is all in the same universe now,
Mm-hmm.
if they want to take that over to HBO Max and have that, in conjunction with Titans and Doom Patrol, I'm fine with that. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, and I think they
Everybody else
should.
can go twist.
Yeah, I think they should absolutely keep uh, Melissa Benoist as Kara because I
Oh yeah,
like her as Kara, and I think
oh yeah,
if
definitely.
you gave her a little more hard hitting stuff, not that she's bad as Kara Supergirl at all, she's
Hmm.
really good. I think you need to give her a little bit more, and I think you'll see how really good an actress she is. I mean, she's a good actress now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine giving her stuff of more weight?
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, definitely. They honestly should. Oh, and the actress name is uh Sashir Zamata.
Ah, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay.
She was from 2014, 2017. She was on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's on the show too. So she is one of the reasons why I wanted to watch it also.
Yeah.
Because I barely watch SNL. I mean, I should because I was recently was watching the first episode they had when everything was stay at home and it's Tom Hanks hosting the show from his kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hanks is one of the best host that they could ever have anyway. The
Mm-hmm.
guy is awesome. And
Mm-hmm.
doing it from his kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
it just, yeah, was
Yeah.
just amazing, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they do that, if they take them from their I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah. So
Because
am
I'm
I.
tired of CW. I wish it would just fall off a cliff at this point. But all that to say, Animaniacs is back.
Yes.
The full season is actually up on Hulu. This
Okay.
has been a return that's once people started hearing about it, especially people our ages, they were like, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, wow, yeah!"
Yeah.
And it's I'm so excited to watch it because you can go back and watch the original episodes are also on Hulu as well.
Okay.
That um I believe Pinky and the Brain is on there also, along with Tiny
Mm-hmm.
Toons. I'm not sure about Freakazoid. Freakazoid I would definitely watch over because that show was just awesome. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was just great.
Yeah.
All right, comics news. There are only two comics I picked up this week because there's nothing else that interested me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real. I don't see a point in putting a whole list of comics here that I'm not gonna read. I don't. That's so stupid. I'm not gonna read that stuff. I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
Just to try to appease, like trying to be like, no, 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 no. This is what I'm reading. I'm not reading this shit. This is what I'm reading.
Okay.
Okay, don't drink that shit that's on the shelf. Drink the stuff that I got behind the counter. This is the good shit. This is the stuff that'll get you messed up. You know what I mean? Like that type of
Yeah.
bartender. You know.
Yeah.
Comics. I got Stillwater #3, which I'm excited to dive into. I'm still. It was a hectic week at work. I wasn't even able to do the companion podcast
Okay.
of the Hungry Bleak. I wasn't able to do it this week, unfortunately. Just busy week at work and
Mm-hmm.
with nursing headaches continuously for some reason. I have one right now,
Mm-hmm.
sadly. But Stillwater #3 came out. This is out of Skybound, which is an imprint of Image. Go check this out. This is the third episode. Excuse me, third issue. Chip Zdarsky. Oh, also check out Chip Zdarsky's White Trees. It's 3 episodes. Really good. The art is beautiful. It's a fantasy
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. But if nudity and sexual content bother you, don't read it.
Okay.
And blood, if that doesn't, don't. But
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
The other one is Marvel Comics, Marvel Voices.
Mm-hmm.
This is the follow up to the first one that they did a few months ago, where it was all black
Mm-hmm.
creatives who were writing and doing stories for this. This one's a follow up where it's all Indigenous First Nations
Ah.
um, writers, artists, and creators. I think that's awesome, and characters. So
Mm-hmm.
you see a story with Echo, you'll see a story with Moonstar.
Okay.
Awesome. I actually want to pick this up and get all of the other variant covers because the variant covers are so beautiful. There is one that's by a Ford Richardson, I believe, who is a phenomenal artist and creative, which I love. And that's what I picked up this week. Oh, I also picked up this isn't one of the this is one I got from Instagram that I found out about called Loa, Loa.
Okay.
I'll actually drop a picture on our IG. If you're ever wondering what comics to get and where you can find them, because I noticed there was a comment on our YouTube about where to get some of these indie comics.
Mm-hmm.
On our IG, when I do like the weekly, this is what's coming up, or this is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
reading, and such, what have you,
Mm-hmm.
I always tag the profile that I got it from, and they'll have their link in their bio, and by in their bio, just like Gambit Jack, they in that bio getting there, they in there, Jack's so better to open shell, that. Um, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in their bio, they'll have like their link tree or what have you, and you can go in there and get it. I ordered it today. It was a manga,
Okay.
um, but black characters, black creatives,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Loa, Loa. Beautiful. I'm dying to get into it. It's also by the artist from Mikhail Sebastian, I believe his name is,
Mm-hmm.
who had another book that I bought off of seeing it on Instagram. You
Mm-hmm.
know, one day I'll actually just put up pictures of stuff on our IG and on our Facebook page. I'll just tell you to buy the books and get them. Just whatever. I'll make a whole Google Doc list and I'll share it with the world. I sounded
Yeah.
really bitter. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I didn't mean to sound bitter. I'm just saying.
because he offers moonshine for your mind.
That's ooh, ooh, damn. Somebody give me insulin. That was a sweet one, baby. God damn. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, baby, I got that type 2. Ooh, god damn. No offense to anyone who actually has diabetes, obviously. It's a horrible ailment. Yeah. Well, you have to say something, but you have to go back and clean it up. You have to, you can knock the dish over, but you have to go sweep it up and
Yeah,
make sure that everybody
exactly.
knows that you
Exactly.
knocked it
Exactly.
over. Gaming news. Don't buy game systems when they first came out because they will
Nope.
break and overheat and everything on
Nope.
you.
Waiting for the inevitable redesign and price cut because that's exactly what I'm waiting for.
Never go with like the first
Yep.
3 waves, I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
good waiting. I'm good.
Yeah. So am I.
You're all cannon fodder. I'm cool with that.
Mm.
I'll wait. Although there were 2 games I saw for the PS5 that I want. One's called Godfall.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is called Outriders. Outriders is actually available for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And if you download it, you get the PS5 version. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
actually the same thing that happened with Miles Morales.
Yeah.
You get that, which I'm still playing through, and I found 2 suits that I did not know were going to be in there, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
totally jazzed wearing them and swinging around
Nice.
Harlem. Just
Nice, brother.
the game is so well designed and so well done from the first one, which is really a great upgrade from the old Spider-Man games. This one's so well done.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but don't get just. I know everybody wants it because you got to have. Oh, I got to be the first one to get it. Unless it's
Mm-hmm.
given to you by the company, just chill. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just chill on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or you know what, you have kids and stuff. I can't be mad at you for getting it for your kids, but you know
Yeah.
what, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck them kids. Um, I said that twice this episode. I mean, not literal. You know what somebody means when they say that. You
I
know
know,
that.
brother.
You know
I
what they
know.
actually mean. Fuck
I
them
know, brother.
kids. That's actually what they mean. Is they mean fuck them kids. Um, Also we have the Black Gaming Expo, which is actually going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's another virtual thing as well, and Kenesha Williams, HBIC, that's head blurred in charge. Head blurred in charge.
Clean that up, brother. Clean up that one you dropped on the floor there, brother.
Because every time I say it, I go, okay, let me go back and clean it up because people are going to be like, why would you say that? She created the Blur Domination game, which I am just so enamored and blessed to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. She calls me the comic guru or the comic pusher,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm on these corners, trying to get, hey, man, yo, you got $5?
Oh, he a
Let
pusher.
me
He
show,
a pusher.
let me show you this comic real quick, man. Yo, how much you got? I need to
That
have like
comic
one.
doogie? You know
I need to
that
have like
comic doogie?
I need to have like one like long pinky nail and be like, so how much you got, baby? Oh, that's what you got. Okay, okay. Let me show you over here. Come at the end of the
Yeah.
session. Nah, man, you want the good shit, baby. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
She actually has a virtual booth there. After the show, I'm actually going to go check it out, see what's going on. Very lucky to have that. The game has been delayed, unfortunately, just because there's so much involved and so much doing, but it's going to be so worth it. Actually, thinking of other things to do. There's an app that she's working on now for the game as well to be a companion piece. A lot of moving parts, but Kanisha is just doing it. Well, black women are amazing. I don't know what else to tell you.
You think? You
Black
think,
women,
brother?
no, no. I know,
You know, brother.
I know.
You know.
KNOW. I came from a black woman. I mean, come on now,
And if you don't know, now you know.
baby, baby. Um, I mean, I know about this T-shirt from a black woman,
There you
Maya Crown Williams, who reps Detroit all day, every day, and will let you know.
go. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. She was constantly talking about, Vault of Midnight. This is a shop in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, you know what? Let me check these T-shirt, and I think they got a sale going on, so I got to get this shirt, but with a black emblem, because I got to get something to go with my new Chucks. I got.
And your inevitable purple underwear purchase. I'm sure that's down the road.
Bro, you know how hard it is to find really good purple underwear? Fuck, man. And there's a particular shade that I want, you know what I mean? So it's not like I don't, you know what I mean? That, yeah, man. If I find some Hawkeye draws, man, it's over. It's all right. It's over. It's over, brother. It's over.
You do, brother. You do, brother.
It's over. It's over. I mean, that's pretty much everything, man. Oh, you know what? I did want to say this. Actually, there were two things I did miss. TKO Studios. They're an indie comic book company that's out. They actually have a huge sale going on Kindle and on Comixology, where their trades are normally, because they have a actually really cool business model. They release their comic all at once. They'll either give it to you all in single issues or a trade.
Okay.
However you want to do it, and it'll be like a box set of the single issues or a trade. You can also buy it digitally on Comixology and on Kindle. Right now they have a sale where their trades are normally $20. Older ones are $5. Newer ones are $8.
Oh, okay.
And they had two trades that just came out this past week last week, excuse me, that were like $20. Now they're $8. I don't know how long it's going to be going on. It's on Comixology and Kindle, but it's not one of the sales that pops up. You have to actually go into it. Because I looked at it and I was like, did they just reduce the price for no reason? Because I just ordered something from them a few days ago, just because I wanted to support them, and I saw that they might have T-shirts. I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
But I did order a sticker, so that's cool. Also, Dark Threads Surf Girl came out on Comixology this week as well. I've been waiting for this comic for almost like a year because it just looks awesome. Part of a bigger universe. It's on Kindle, it's on Indigo, and now it's on Comixology. Not in print, but just in digital. And if you check them out on Instagram under Smart Whimsy, you can go check it out. And they also have T-shirts. I'm all about the damn T-shirt, brother. Yeah, the T-shirts. The art is really, really good. I'm really, really digging it. So yeah, those are the only things I really forgot. I want to say. And anything else from you, brother? Anything is
No, brother, no. Not really. I mean,
no.
trying to watch some shows, catch up on some shows.
Yeah. I'm trying. I finished Queen's Gambit. So well done.
Yeah,
amazingly acted from everybody.
Yeah,
from the music, the way it progresses, the show grows as she grows and she matures. It even has different ways. Like when you start becoming more into music plays a larger part in the series as well. I loved how they filmed that whole thing. It was just really great.
I saw an interesting tweet about Queen's Gambit. And someone said that this is not just a show about chess.
No,
it's a
not.
show about what happens when a woman enters a man's world. And I dig that tweet 100%.
That is
true. It's a true kind of way of looking at it.
Yeah, and ends up, but just her way of being
navigating through it.
Yeah, and she navigated it. She navigates that world much like a queen would navigate the board of chess.
Yeah.
because you even see how all the pawns around her.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Here it comes! Here it comes! Oh, we're getting deep into this one.
Yeah. If
Um,
you guys have not seen
you
Queen's
honestly do.
Gambit, you need to watch that show.
It's really good.
It's one of Netflix's best shows, and it's a limited series.
Yeah, which again, stick to the limited series
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was if we had had this as a movie, we
Hmm.
wouldn't have got that character development. We wouldn't have got that depth. We wouldn't have, and it played so well. And the
Hmm.
episodes kind of flew by.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really. I watched it. I started it one day, and then I
Hmm.
finished it. I think yesterday or the day before. I
Hmm.
finished it, and I was like, "Damn!"
Hmm.
I was just so from the beginning and the end, and when she tells her, her mother tells her close her eyes,
Hmm. Hmm.
and the way that she does, and when you're talking about the way that she visualizes the chess, I kind of knew what you were talking about because
Hmm.
I love things like that where they show a character's mind and how they work.
Hmm.
I loved when they did it with Sherlock Holmes,
Hmm.
um, uh, the Cumberbatch series for
Hmm.
BBC, how
Hmm.
they showed it. I loved it when they showed it with Gary from Alphas,
Hmm.
when they showed his ability and his autism and how
Hmm.
they combine.
Hmm. Hmm.
I love things like that. I love when you see how a character thinks, like literally you see how
Yeah.
they think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I finished Blood of Zeus,
Okay. What'd you think?
which they definitely aptly changed the name of the show properly to Blood of Zeus.
Hmm.
It should not have been Blood of Gods. It was all Zeus. They was mad at Zeus.
Hmm.
Great ending. Oh,
Yes.
that
Yes.
ending
Yes.
when he turns around and he realizes where he's at. I was like,
Hmm.
oh,
Hmm.
yeah, just awesome. I'd like if they did this with other like myths,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
do that, like have it like be like kind of an anthology. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
I'd be completely for that.
Yeah, you normally see the gods like fight like that, unless it's a Henry Cavill movie about Greek mythology. Can't remember the name of it, where the gods actually fought.
Hmm.
I can't remember the name of it though. Um,
Not
not
gods of
Clash.
Egypt.
Um, no, 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 no. This is like Greek mythology.
Hmm.
Um, not Clash of the Titans, not Wrath of the Titans. Damn.
Hmm. And it's
Um,
Cavill?
yeah, yeah. It's a young Kal-El.
Kal-El.
It's a Kal-El. I have a friend. She named her son Kal-El.
Oh, really?
When I found out, I was like, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, and then I found out she was a comic book fan.
Hmm.
But I think she just named him that just because it is kind of a cool type name like Kal-El, Jor-El. It is a the whole house of El.
Hmm.
Um, I can't remember the name of that movie.
Immortals.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. That's the
Yes.
first time I remember seeing the gods actually fighting,
Hmm.
and they got washed in that movie.
Yeah.
Trounced.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a couple other things. I want to finish Woke.
Okay.
I'm all caught up on Mandalorian because I watched the first episode. Excuse me, I watched the fourth episode today, like it because I've been up since like 3.
Hmm.
I was trying to finish watching wrestling and trying to do a bunch of other stuff. Tell Quasimodo to chill back there. Um,
Yeah.
it's ad lib, ad lib. I'm trying to think of what else I'm trying to. Oh, I'm gonna finish Titans.
Okay.
I need to finish Doom Patrol as well. I'm still on first season of that.
Hmm. Oh, you're still on the first season. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might. You know what? I might actually do. I might buy what's the name on demand. I mean, not buy, but rent it on demand of the Deathstroke movie. Since I'm
Okay.
such a huge I need a Deathstroke T-shirt. God damn it, man. Which I saw. I saw one in Midtown a ways back,
Hmm.
and I didn't buy it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be back here in 2 weeks. I'll buy it. It was gone.
You sure that Deathstroke movie isn't on CW Seed?
Oh, I can't remember the last time I even thought of Seed. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I even thought of seeing one. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, they have so much. Gather your stuff all up together and don't have it splintered all over. And make it available on all the platforms.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else there is. I might go on Amazon to see what's going on there.
Okay.
You know. I think online Black Friday early sales. Into the Spider-Verse I think is $6
Okay.
on Blu-ray and DVD. 4K I'm not sure how much. I think it might be like 15. The Hunt, which I kind of wanted to check out.
Ah, yes, I actually saw that movie.
How was it?
Uh,
I just want something fun and like
yeah,
whatever.
it's
Like that's all I care about.
It's fun. It's fun.
Damn, because we keep forgetting about this goddamn movie.
What's
Because
that?
why not? New Mutants.
Yes, yes, that came out this week, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it's on TBS Superstation.
Yeah, it'll be on there soon, I'm sure.
So I'm gonna have to go back in time in order to watch it.
Yeah,
It'll be on right after Mama's Family.
exactly.
Love me some Vicky. Love me
Exactly.
some Vicky.
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think of what else is out there, man. I just there's I have a boatload of I don't think I the only new comic I bought this week was Loa. Yeah, because I was trying not to buy anything else. But I have this new tablet, and the screen is Chef's Kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's Kiss, brother. I've actually read a couple of comics on my damn TV. My TV's like 55, 60 inches. So reading, I was like, why have I never done this before? So stupid. But yeah, man, there's so much out there I'm trying to partake in that I can't keep track. I just can't. But I love it. I love it. I love being able to pull something up on my phone. And I love being able to pull something up on my damn tablet. I'm probably gonna buy a comic tonight, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Miles Morales' stuff is on sale also on Comixology because the game came out.
Yeah.
That's going to be a geeking on a budget thing I'm going to do next week because I noticed a pattern which is really cool for Comixology. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything really that's grabbing me, but there's so much grabbing me from so many different sides.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah, damn. There's so much. It's almost too much.
Yes.
Almost too much.
Always too much.
Almost too much. But but if you're getting movies, enjoy them. If you're getting a game, enjoy them. I know this time of year, we're not being monetized, so fuck it. COVID numbers are rising, unfortunately. Be careful, be safe. People are traveling to be with family or just traveling for the holidays. Be careful, be safe, be smart. Wash your hands, mask up, sanitizer, wash your ass, social distance, be smart. If you don't have to, don't do it. Again, wash your ass. The scent can linger during the winter, honestly, because molecules are, they linger more. Just be smart, be safe. There are people that I would love to see for the holidays that I'm not going to do it because it's just not safe right now, and numbers are rising in Jersey.
Yeah,
it's just not. And we all knew it was going to happen.
I'd love to have Melba's with this brother right here across from me, but that's on hold till until we get some better numbers at least.
Yeah, we need to hit the pick 6 or something, man, because these numbers right now ain't hitting. This ain't straight in box, baby. These numbers ain't straight in box, man.
Exactly.
I have a picture that I'm going to share probably online of the first time I went to Melba's. You see how angry I was at the fact that was the first time I went there so late in life. So mad, so pissed. I will be sharing. You know what? I'll share it. And I'll let people because that picture sums up my whole personality.
Yeah.
And my passive aggressive, no, my love hate relationship with food. It's weird, but yeah, man. Just be careful, be safe. Just I was invited out to go to dinner with friends. I mean, this is a guy who I've known for 30
Mm-hmm.
years.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's like my brother. His sister's like my sister. His
Mm-hmm.
son is my godson.
Mm-hmm.
His sister gave me this ring that I wear all the damn time that people think is a wedding ring. I'm not married. This ring all the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go, but I just can't. In good conscience, I honestly can't.
Yeah, and it's
You know,
unfortunate, but
you know, yeah. But we're just be safe, be careful, be conscientious, wash your ass.
mm-hmm.
There are plenty of things to be doing at home. Honestly, I mean, hell, we're going to be getting Wonder Woman on Christmas.
Exactly. Also, Soul on Disney
Yes,
Plus on
yes.
Christmas.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch that. I really am excited to watch that.
So am I.
I'm dying to see that. Oh, you know what we actually got too? Damn, I totally forgot about that, but I didn't watch it yet. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Yes,
reunion on
reunion
HBO
special
Max.
on HBO
We
Max.
got
Yes.
both Aunt Vivs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was very interesting. I saw some of the reunion. I saw
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Janet Hubert.
I think that's her name. Yeah.
Um, Most recently, I saw her on General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what? I might just do a whole companion episode with General Hospital talk and just talking
Mm.
about soap operas. 'Cause I can get down with the get down. But seeing her on there was really cool. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that that whole thing is great. The only bittersweet thing is that Phil isn't there.
Yeah, Uncle Phil's not there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncle Phil's there, but everybody else is there. It's just that's really I. You know what? I probably should watch that
Yeah.
because that show was. I mean, we grew up watching that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember being
Absolutely.
on middle school when that show first came out and just enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Aside from that, man, that's all I got. Purple tees and skull art. That's all I got, baby.
That's all he's got.
Take that, take that, take that, take that, take
It's,
that. That was the laziest. Oh, did you see that video or that clip of Diddy jumping in the pool?
I did not see that.
I'm gonna have to find that and show it to you. And somebody said it explains a lot, and I saw it and I was like, that does explain a lot. Holy shit,
Yeah.
that does explain a lot about Diddy's dancing. It does, man. Way he makes so much money. When you see that dive, you go, like, that's money and everything. Okay, this ain't the Olympics, man. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
You would have got a Basura medal for that dive, bro. That album went straight went straight platinum Basura. Fucking Chingao. That's the Afro Latinx coming out. Sorry.
Trash. Hot trash.
Basura caliente. Cabrona. Fuck. Yeah, I think that's it, man. That's all I got.
That's all we got.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That purple tees, skull art, and these gray hairs just chilling, man. Just
Who you telling, bro? Who you telling?
got this streak like I'm Jason Blood up in here. About to get Etrigan to come up in this piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Etrigan, baby, go on the form of man. Forget the demon Etrigan, baby. Yeah, baby, coming out here, baby.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got. You have anything else, brother?
No, just want to thank everyone for joining us or listening to us when they do listen to us.
Thank you always.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back next week. Next
Mm-hmm.
week. Next week. Next week's a holiday week.
Yeah.
Holiday. Sorry, I just did. If you're listening to the podcast, I just did air quotes for holiday.
All that air rushing in front of the microphone was his air quotes.
Man, I'm gonna rip this one. I'm gonna rip this quote unquote holiday apart once again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I love ripping this holiday apart. Shit. Anyway, I'm over here wondering what meme am I gonna throw up to make somebody angry.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's play it by ear next week
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
um quote unquote holiday things are crazy. I know my work is going to be crazy next week
Yeah.
because I'm not going to be off when I'm normally off, which is weird. But
Okay.
what have you?
Yeah.
Um, but we'll figure it out. We will come back to you because thank you. Like Michael said, thank you for watching, listening, commenting, sharing, liking, what have you. Stick with us. We've got more coming up. We've got more talk. We want to do more things.
Mm-hmm.
Just life is weird right now, and you know, there's two of them. That's it. I got to rewatch that movie too. I think I still have the VHS of that.
Mm.
I love that movie. You of
Yeah.
all people should never know. You know what we should do? We should do a show where we each just spit out quotes, and the other person has to guess the movie. Oh my God, yes! I just got so happy with that idea. I did because I got some random shit that's in my head constantly going.
Oh my
You of all people should never know. I would never wear black silk underwear.
god.
Meanwhile, black silk underwear in high school was all the rage.
Yeah, exactly.
I had like five. I had an Argyle pair. It was crazy. Black
Nice.
silk Argyle underwear.
Nice, brother. Nice.
We still on? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You were still on, bro.
Yeah, I totally lost myself in that one. I'm gonna be real with you. It's weird to think how you would wear like big ass boxers like that under jeans, but the jeans were so baggy, but they sag. Like it was just weird.
Yeah.
Like thinking of wearing big boxers like that now underneath my pants, I'm like, you crazy? Like I'm wearing boxer briefs, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, brother.
like
Exactly.
it's so like is it
I
like is it that you get older? Like is it like and I wear tank tops with everything I wear. And
yeah.
at a certain age, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep wearing tank tops. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
wear it with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I think it is when you get older, brother.
It's like,
When you get older, you're looking for not just comfort, but support.
I mean, because you just be like, just everywhere. You just be like,
when you're young, you don't really care about that.
but you ain't
But
got
when you get
no,
older, you do care.
yeah, but you ain't got no quote unquote control of that particular part. Well, for men, I should say anyway. But you ain't got
Yes.
no control of that thing anyway. You know,
Yes.
so it's gonna
Exactly.
do what it do, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Which reminds me, I need some more joggers. I need some more. Come for the geek talk, but stay for the random shit after the show.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what? We should just do a show like this where it's just random. We need to do a just spitting out quote show
Mm,
and just a random, just throwing up topics, whatever.
mhm,
Every
mhm,
10 minutes, just open a different topic. Fucker.
mhm. Ah,
This is going to be on our Patreons.
this is the beauty of
This
doing
is
shows like this.
this is what we normally do after the show
Yes.
when we would go out to eat. When we would
Yes.
have our quote unquote executive producer
Yeah.
meals, which was us drinking a couple of beers and kicking
Yes.
back some barbecue or some type of food
Yes. Exactly.
and talking shop.
Shop.
All right, that's enough of that bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So on that note, Michael Williams,
Yes, sir.
any final words? Any words of wisdom for the people out there?
Nope. Just be safe, and if you're celebrating the holiday, enjoy yourselves. Be mindful of your family. Be mindful of everyone else, and enjoy. That's
Cool.
all I can say.
That's all. Myself, Antonio Pomares. He is the cinema CEO on IG. If you're looking for him, you can actually see it on the little scroll right there
Mm-hmm.
that we have going on. Also the AMC listers.
Yes.
I want some new stuff from y'all.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. We gotta
I
get.
need some new stuff for y'all, man.
We gotta start.
Yeah,
Getting some content to give you some new
that's
stuff.
it. That premium content, baby.
Premium content.
That premium content. Yeah, myself, I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak. Hashtag the Dark Star, hashtag Nevermore. to sweet me. Um, yeah, I have to put some stuff together for the Hungry Bleak podcast, which is, like I said, the companion piece to the Fandom Initiative, because it's just me talking about comics. I started doing reviews, and I was like, you know what? It's just really me talking about comics that I like for a half an hour. It's not even a review. I did read one comic that I didn't like, so I probably won't even talk about it. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, I probably will just start doing random episodes on just random comic book stuff,
Mm,
and just not even having a topic, just going off and be like, hey, look, this is whatever it is, blah blah blah, whatever.
yeah.
That's it. But he is the Cinema CEO on IG. Check him out. I am the Hungry Bleak on IG. Check myself out. We also have our fan page for Fandom Initiative on Facebook and also on IG and
Yes.
Twitter. But you can
Yes.
also check us out on the YouTube, which, if you are watching now, thank you very much.
On the YouTubes.
That is it. Remember to always like, subscribe, share, comment, give us a rating on Apple or wherever you're getting your podcast from.
Mm-hmm.
That just helps us out. And also give us a review. Let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and what we're doing I with, you know, feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We love it.
Yes.
Because this is like just us doing this now. This is like a homegrown project.
Yes.
And we're just two men trying to find an hour or two where we can get it together
Mm-hmm.
and link up with our differing schedules and um, our lives, being all over the place right now with things.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So on
Yes.
that note, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Um, and keep turning those pages because your story is not over yet. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good evening and eat something tasty.
Yep. Be easy, brother.
You as well, sir. Thank you very
Yes, sir.
much.
All right.